Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and I kind of had an interesting idea for a video. They have a giant, huge women's roster tier list, and I was thinking about rating them how I personally like them, which I might still do. But I kind of thought, hey, let's just create a wrestling company and let's just go from what I see here. Obviously, this is going to be subjective for me because there are certain wrestlers I'd like, but I feel like some of them could obviously be put in here to like set it up, and we're gonna put as like you see the tier list, we'll have two belt holders, so they'll be our top two stars. We'll have six people that are kind of our main eventers, and then I'm gonna give us 10 more spots just for whatever. And then on the pass, we're gonna pass on some people, unfortunately, but we're gonna try to build it. We're gonna try to put people in it. We might drop people out. Just kind of building like maybe a certain feel to our company that some people might not fit, even though they are an amazing talent. None of these women really deserve not to be in a company, but like just in my fictional 18 women card, I think we got to have a little bit of craziness going on. So we'll start off with Liv Morgan. I wouldn't be really opposed to be putting Liv Morgan on it. She's really shown that she's a workhorse over the last year, and that the chamber match she just recently had, she's definitely willing to give up her body for it. So I definitely think she could possibly make the final roster, but we're gonna have to see. I don't remember her name, but she's not currently in there. Alexa Bliss, I feel like you could also possibly put a case up there, but we're gonna have to see. Io Sky, I think, would be in my top eight for sure. She's just so amazing. Dakota Kai is an interesting one. I like Dakota Kai, but I feel like you have so many people here. I might have to pass on Dakota Kai. Next up is Becky Lynch. Again, it's another one where I'm thinking talent, longevity. This is a company. I kind of want younger people if possible. I might pass on Becky Lynch. I could always change, but I feel like I'm going to have a huge struggle at the end. Next up, we have Britt Baker. I think she's another one I'd pass on, also just because of how bad she is backstage. Next up is Toni Storm. Now, me personally, I think Toni Storm's not bad at all. I think she's one of the best wrestlers in AEW. She doesn't really fit the vibe of like what I would like in a wrestling company. She does really good, amazing gimmick work, so I think there's a possibility she could make the roster if I really needed a spot. But I feel like I'm not gonna have any trouble, So we're gonna have to put her down. Julia, I think, obviously needs to be on the card. Just an amazing talent altogether. Um, is that Marissa May? I like her. I just don't know. I mean, she's pretty young. I'll put pass for now, but it's kind of hard. This is going to be very hard. Tiffany Stratton, I'm going to put on my card. I don't know. She's just super young, super talented. So, that's what we have to figure it out. Akara Shida is one of my favorite wrestlers. I want to keep her on the roster if humanly possible, but again, I'm trying to go for like a young, hip, crazy vibe. So I don't know. I don't know if she will survive to the end, but she is one of my favorite wrestlers. Bianca Belair would be in my top six. I think she's just one of those women that could go out there and have a good match with a lot of people. So it's hard not to. Asuka's my favorite WWE wrestler, so I would have to take her, but I think it would be difficult when I'm making this company because I'm trying to make the best promotion possible. Mandy Rose would probably be a pass. Not bad in the ring, but not necessarily what I need. Charlotte Flair would be great for the name recognition, but I'm trying to go for a promotion that just be really amazing and just just great fights. And I think she's kind of past that in her career, so put her in pass. Sasha Banks slash Mercedes Monet. I wouldn't give her full control of her character, so I don't think she would necessarily be in this promotion, but she could definitely be an option. Lyra Valkyrie, I would like to have her. I'm gonna put her in my top 10 because I think she's an amazing talent, but I have a feeling she's gonna be the first one out. Willow also is an amazing talent. I need to put her in my top 10. Utami, that is gonna be one of my belt holders. She's just an amazing wrestler and has so many good matches. And she's the current Marigold champion. She's been a Stardom champion. I think she would be a solid person as my top. I really didn't know who I was going to put in the top, but once I saw her face, I had to. Next up is Naomi. I think I might pass on Naomi. It would be hard to, but I feel like it's starting to fill up pretty hard, but I could possibly go back to it. Tam would be another one that would be really solid, but I think she's a little bit on the older side for what I'm doing, so I probably would pass. Rhea Ripley is too hard to pass up. I would have to put her up there as a chaser. I think she's just an amazing talent in the ring, outside the ring, everything. Roxanne is also super young, super great. You'd be lucky to have Roxanne in your organization. Sari, honestly, is my second belt holder. Now, if you haven't seen matches with Sari, it's just she's so amazing, and she has like this ability to pull a lot out of the people around her. So I think if you put her as a champion, she would do great. She's been a champion in so many different organizations, even over the last couple of years. She was the Marigold champion. She was a Sakubun champion. She was the was the Wave wrestling champion, I think. She was somebody else too. I mean, it's just so great. She's definitely a person. Jade Cargill, I think, would be another amazing talent to have. I'm starting to fill up and starting to get little don't know what to do. So I'm gonna have to go no. Cora Jade, I would have to pass on. Great talent, but again, gotta pass. Piper Niven, gotta pass. Athena, top six. She's a great worker, and she has some really good talent in there. She's great on the mic. I think she'd be perfect to be one of those people that are really far up there. And Athena versus Bianca Belair, sign me up. Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane is absolutely amazing. Would I have her in my top six? I could possibly move Julia up into the top six and then move Kyrie on the roster. I feel like Kyrie would be perfect. So now I got one spot in my top six, and I can fill here. So I'm gonna have to start moving people. Maki, great wrestler, great gimmick, but doesn't really fit the vibe I'm going for. Julia Hart, super young. I think she's gonna be a talent. I'm gonna have to skip. Stephanie Vercor, I can't skip. I gotta have her. I'm gonna have to put her in my top 10 and then move somebody up. Who comfortably would I move up right now? I guess I could put Oshka up there because it's just how it goes. Next up, Nia Jax. I'm gonna probably skip. She's not a bad wrestler, and she's gotten a lot better, but it's hard to do that. Like hard to put her in this vibe like what that I'm going for. Jordan Grace, I might have to skip. Jamie Hayter is also really good, but I'm gonna have to skip. Natalia, skip. Sky Blue, it's getting better, but skip. Candice LeRae, crazy, but I mean she's a crazy wrestler. Skip. Billy Stark, gonna have to skip. Roxanne, not Roxanne. Raquel Rodriguez, skip. And then we go Mayu, who's one of my favorite wrestlers also. I don't know where we do here. Mayu is just so amazing. So I'm going to drop Lyra down, unfortunately, put Mayu up in the top six, and then move Asuka down. I think I'm comfortable with this so far, but I know it's going to be very hard to do this. Is that Jody Fret? I don't know, but I'm going to skip. Skip. Thunder Rosa, skip. Peraza, skip. I forget, skip. Bailey would be solid. Don't have the space, so I'm gonna have to skip. Tessa Blanchard, hell no. Starlight Kid is amazing. Needs to be in here. But who do I move? I think I'm gonna have to slide Alexa Bliss down. Nothing against Alexa Bliss, but for pure wrestling, I think Starlight Kid is above her. Maxine Dupree, skip. Shaw, skip. Nyla Rose would be a beast, and if I had a spot, she would be a really good like heel and crazy person to put in here. But skip. Riho, yeah, that's Riho, right? Suki and Riho always like their outfits are so similar, but I think this is Riho. Gonna be skip. Emi Sakura would be great to have in the organization, but I can't waste a spot. Skip. 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 Man, this is not like these people are just so good. Shayna Baszler, skip. Brookside, skip. Tatum Paxley, skip. Tatum Paxley sneaky is putting somebody in there that would make it. Killer Kelly, probably skip. Gigi Dolan, skip. I don't actually know who that is. Skip. Skip. Nikita Lyons, skip. Nikita would be an interesting choice just because of like she's a really good heel, but I think her wrestling and her other skills down. B Priestley or Blair Davenport, I'm gonna have to skip. Grace, skip. Chris Statlander would be somebody if I had the space up there, I would definitely pick. She would be right on that cusp, but it's gonna be skip. Queen Almanala, skip. Skip. Chelsea Green, skip. Fekla, skip. Skip. Shotzi. Camille again would be pretty good, but a skip. Now we go to the hard one. AZM. AZM is young, talented, a champion. Where do you put this? Where do you put her? I guess I'm gonna move Akara Shida down. I'm just gonna go with the age. I feel like I get the same value of like name recognition between the two, but I think I'd have to do that, unfortunately. I don't necessarily want to, but I like AZM a lot, and she's really good. That's Jody Fret. That's gonna be skip, 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 Skip. There's so many. Serena Deeb, no. Zelina Vega, Lola Vice, no. No, no. Ooh. Mayu. No. Mayu Yamashita is a really good wrestler. I think I would put Liv down just to get her. She's just so solid that like I think what we're doing we need. Um, Miko Satomura would be great, but she is retiring. Skip, skip, pass. I guess pass. So I don't know why I'm saying skip, pass. Pass, pass, pass page, pass, pass, pass. Yuka's really good, but don't really have the space. So I have to pass. Soul is also really good, but don't have the space. Lash really good, don't have the space. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pass on everybody else. I think everybody else is still really good, but I just think I got my solid one. But yeah, this would be my 16. Um, it's just really good. I mean, I feel like this would be a great organization, mix between mid-range talent of like middle age, but also just being like kind of on the younger side. I feel like this is all solid. I feel like Asuka's kind of the odd one out, but I think it's just too hard to not have Asuka when you have all these other Joshi wrestlers in there because they're just really good matchups that I think she could get. I think Liv would be my next one up if I had one extra spot. I think out of everybody I skipped on, I just like Liv's selling and Liv's wrestling lately have been really good. But yeah, that's what I think. If I was building a company, tell me what you guys think. Tell me who you would have subbed out and had. And yeah, we'll see what you guys say. Until next time, this has been Japan. Bye, guys.